Morning, it's Fish, Speech Bum Investor, here with your morning cryptocurrency report and discussion for the 22nd of September. A little bit late in today, sorry, a couple of minutes, not too bad. Just going to post up on Steemit for the conversation starter and let the Discord group know that we're live. Be back in a sec. Interesting times in the economy overnight. Looks like a lot of people are really starting to sweat this Chinese decision, and that leads in money, the Korean investment money surpassing China. So they've moved up to number 3 spot behind, I can't remember who was behind, Japan's up there as well. So Japan and Korea are taking over heavily in the investment space. I think, hey Z, yeah, SmartBridge does look good, man. I only just looked into it this morning briefly, but the more I look into it, the more I like it. I thought we'd have a chat about it since the market is reacting to... I looked this morning as well, Z. Hey, John Doe. Man, basically it does look like China are going to essentially move to ban the exchanges and ban cryptocurrency, whether it's temporary or long term. I haven't really had confirmation of. There's more and more whispers that it would potentially be a long-term impact. Hey, Zhao. For me, it doesn't matter. I've always pitched my theories about that. About China not being the whole world. Big part of it, yeah, but not the whole world. The other thing is we're going to have a look at ARK today, which provides... exactly, Z. It's kind of like decentralized exchanges, man. Well, that's at least one value proposition of it. So we'll talk about it more later. I'll go through the market first, as I usually do, but they create side bridges. Side bridge technology is what they're calling it. So it's essentially linking 2 different blockchains instead of having side chains. It's pretty cool. It allows for transfer, between currencies. It's very user friendly in terms of, I guess, getting it up and running for e-commerce as well. So a lot of good things coming out about ARK. I've only just started to look into it this morning. Probably only spent an hour, just under an hour, researching this one, but I'm liking what I see so far. So I will bring you more detailed information, but I just thought it would be really important to have a look at because we are on the, on the brink of China potentially putting a temporary ban or restriction on cryptocurrency. So I thought things like this, like ARK, I thought I'd better get onto it straight away. As soon as I started reading about it and saw that its value proposition essentially provides a solution for this problem. Hey Crypto K, hey Joe, how are you, man? We're just going to talk about ARK today, so if you've got some thoughts on that, please feel free to drop them in. I'll go over the market to start with. Oh, by the way, I nailed a buy this morning on PIVX. You guys saw it on the Discord group. I started off the weekly challenge. I said, nah, too cheap. And I banged in my weekly buy for the weekly challenge. And I'll tell you what I got it at. I took a screenshot. That's kind of what I'm, just to keep it transparent, that's what I'm buying. And as I said, I bought off the buy book because that's essentially what you'd have to do, right? Just say, I can't go to buy now straight off the book. It's too cheap. And so I did that and I got at... Someone's replied to me. Let's see what happened. Challenges. Oh, a few people have had a go at it. It's 12 new messages since then. Oh, good. There's some stuff in there. Yeah, I got it at 74190. And that's now at 79. So I got a good little cheeky buy. I was thinking about just taking a quick turnaround and like selling out at that psychological resistance of 80,000. But hey, A-Dog, yeah, a few people beat you in this morning. Thanks for the like, bro. Hope things are well in Cali today. Yeah, so I could have made a quick sort of 7% there and I thought, oh, I'll go for it. Or 8%. And I thought, nah, it's going to hit that 89998 figure again during the week. So that's where I intend on cashing out and winning the comp this week. So good start for Fish getting that buy in the early hours of this morning. Sometimes that happens. I just woke up and it was there. I was like, what? Too cheap. Bought some myself and then actually then put the competition in as well. So that was good. Good one for PIVX. PIVX has had a bit of a run down though. See you later, A-Dog. Where's Wilkie the Whale buying up all that PIV? I think he's out of trading action on PIV. Now that's what happens because he's sort of like, he bought back and now it hasn't gone above where he bought back, so he's just got to wait it out. And that's what happens. He can stack in more, but he's not going to sell. So that's how you play the game. I'm off to a great start this week for round 2. Hey Grinkers, welcome to the convo, man. we're going to have a look at ARK today, bro. Let's just have a look over the market. It's been a bit of a bloodbath recently. China coming out and potentially looking to call a halt on cryptocurrency. At least the CMY trading of it anyway. Long term, it's not going to matter. I don't think so. I think they'll be under too much pressure to adopt cryptocurrency, and even if not, there's been so many technologies, and are we going to say Facebook hasn't achieved mass adoption because it's not in China? China's not the whole world, people. Big part of it, don't get me wrong, but not the whole world. And they've done what they want to do historically in the past. It hasn't affected the rest of the world. No, I won't say it hasn't affected the rest of the world, but the rest of the world still does what they want to do too. So, let's have a look at the market. Going on to coinmarketcap.com. See how we're sitting this morning. I only just woke up, I had a bit of a sleep in. Gia's got a comment on that. Let me get to my... I haven't even posted in Steam yet, that was a bit silly. Might be a sec. Just getting through the chat, sorry. Mucked that up this morning. Let's see what Gia has to say. Long term it matters when the urban... I didn't realise it was a joke comment, I just went through all that. Something about going to Mars. Alright, I'm going to go back to the market. I'm in the chat now as well, sorry about that. Okay, so 126.2 billion, we have retraced from the figures we were calling a few days ago. Red figures pretty much all over for the last 24 hours. Dash is one of the ones that continues to win through the dip. It's doing quite well. Not quite well, through a market correction, it's doing insanely well. Up 40% in the last 7 days. 6% in the last hour alone. Wow, 6% in 1 hour. We obviously look for retracements when people have made that much money that quickly. This comment just come through there. Who was that? Oh, I see it, Zach. Yeah, so Dash is holding firm. I always like signs of strength through. What happened to Litecoin? 47.94. I didn't see that happening. It's down 6.74%. We've said this, too cheap. Too cheap. Amazon, Alibaba, rumoured. I got to believe it's going to happen. Why would Amazon and Alibaba miss out on that opportunity? Let's see. NEM's down as well. Pretty much red all over the place in the last 24 hours. It is just starting to come back in the last hour. Like if you have a look, the 24-hour figures are pretty much all in the red, this middle column. But this column here, all in the green. So it is the start of a little kickback. Will it be, will that be bottoming out, or will it just be a temporary kickback on the way down? You please make your own decision. Long term, I think we're going a lot higher than we are for most of these coins. So I see it as good buying today. Let's see what we can find. We like those double figure retracements. I don't like it on Bitcoin Cash because that deserves to retrace double. Now, I'm joking. I've actually found out the added value proposition of Bitcoin Cash. So I'm not such a massive hater anymore. Still not a huge fan though. Let's say that. So I certainly won't be buying anymore. My strategy with Bitcoin Cash since day one was I got it for free. I'll just leave it and see what happens. So see what happens is not a month. Let's see what happens over the next couple of years. I got it for free anyway, right? So that's kind of what I'm doing with Bitcoin Cash. Never set a sell order on it. Funnily enough, I'm not even trading it. I just want to see what happens. IOTA's back down at that 50 cent mark for anyone interested. I sort of was really keen to get into it, and now I've found things I'd prefer to put my investment capital in. And, as quickly as my own sentiment changes, obviously the market changes as well. So it's never a bad thing to change your mind. Matter of fact, it's silly not to. As the news changes and as you research more coins and perhaps find better value propositions or find out about potential security issues with other forms of technology that you've invested in, you may wish to shift your money to other investments. That's not stupid. I've done it several times. I always do it at a profit. That's like a golden rule for me. If I don't have the investment to switch, I tend to just run it into the ground if I have to. like with a diverse portfolio, you can do that too, right? If you got 10, let's say I got 50, easily 50 cryptos, and if you've got 10, and 2 of them run into the ground, and 8 of them make 30%, you're in the lead. So diversification is a good idea. There's a lot of good technology, and it's a competition, just the same as there's Google, Chrome, and Mozilla Firefox. There's not just going to be one winner in this crypto race. It's going to constantly evolve and change, and it's going to be a very interesting space over the next 3 to 5 years, I believe. Neo's right down. Wow, 1771. Okay. So, let's talk about Neo for a second, just while we're on it. Now, if China comes out and bans cryptocurrency altogether, the token Neo doesn't simply cease to exist. They might have to relocate. They won't be able to obviously have Neo-based tokens on Chinese exchanges or available for purchase through ICO, through China. But they can relocate. Like, they can still do all this stuff not out of China, right? So for me, the problem is that a lot of the development work and the investment capital is coming out of China. So if they don't have an incentive to actually continue on with that development work, and in fact, who knows what the government would do if they fully crack down on it and make it even, an illegal practice to work on blockchain projects. Who knows what China will do? They've done some weird things in the past. So, if they were to do that, then, I don't know, Neo's got to be adopted, I guess, by another region of the world, and I guess take over the role. Keep developing it, keep working it, keep working on it. I don't know. Neo's a tricky one at the moment. $17, a couple of days ago I would have said really good long-term value, and I still think that, I really do. It's so hard to predict. Zhao's just come up and said China is very hard to predict. They have been historically, mate. From everything from politics to economics to international business trade to you name it. They're very difficult to predict. So I saw Julian actually, Julian came on, Julian from 10X, and said, look, this is my personal opinion on China. I was just watching some YouTube videos. I saw a few new ones that popped up from 10X on my feed, so I had a look at that, and he had virtually the same point of view that I've been holding for a long time. That China's not the whole world, for starters. They've done things that they've chosen not to participate in social revolutions before, or social advancements, or whatever you want to call them. They've chosen, well, not them, the government's chosen for the people, that they're not going to be involved in Facebook and Google and some of the biggest companies in the world, right? So it doesn't scare me, it doesn't bother me, and I always maintain that smart Chinese investors have several avenues to actually get their money into the crypto economy if they're wanting to. My main concern with Neo and QTUM is the development work, which was based heavily out of China. So if they're prohibited from doing that work, that obviously is a massive thorn in the side of both QTUM and Neo. But, it could easily be taken up by development crews in other places in the world, or potentially developers even could relocate out of China, potentially. See what happens. But yeah, that's a really, really interesting space in the whole Chinese crypto space at the moment. It's causing a massive amount of uncertainty in the market, and for me, I always see that as opportunity because I back my research. I'm arrogant, I am. So what? It doesn't matter. I believe in blockchain long term, and I don't think anything the Chinese government can do can stop that. In fact, this getting back to what I was talking about, there was a video come out by Julian, the founder, and I think he's president or something. I don't know what his title is. Does it really matter? He's over at 10X. And he brought out a video just giving his opinions on the China situation. They were very much similar to mine. And he invited comments to be left at the bottom of the video, so I did. I basically said, look, I'll summarise it for you because I'm useless with technology and I'll never be able to find it. But I was basically, yeah, that's right, Joe. That's right. I don't see that happening, man. People will push back. They will literally, this is my point, is that any attempts to gain control over a movement based on decentralization is only going to further strengthen the cause, right? Like blockchain is us essentially saying we don't need the middleman. You guys make worse decisions than we can. We're a bunch of surfers and uni students, and we are the world. We are the people. So no, we don't need you to make our decisions, and terrible ones at that, for us. So we're going to do it ourselves. And I think any government that tries to get their hands on controlling that, they could face a bit of backlash and potentially even speed up what could be a financial revolution, as people understand the advantages of blockchain, not just in as a currency, but also in changing, disrupting real-world industries, the world over, actually. So I think any government's attempt to control it is only helping us long-term. It might hurt us short-term, but long-term people aren't going to stand for it. They're not. We can't have an illusion of freedom in democratic countries. It has to be free choice. Now, if governments are going to tell us what we can and can't use as currency, are we really in a democracy anymore? The answer's no. Now, China aren't, so they're going to do what they're going to do, but most of the Western world is. And actually, most of the world is. So that means we have a choice, right? I choose blockchain. That's me. I would rather have a currency verified and backed by you, Joe, and by you, Jiao, and by Pete, and by everyone else in this discussion than government any day. They've manipulated it for years, and they do stupid things with it as well. We know that. So, yeah, for me, any government that tries to get control over it, Venezuela banning Bitcoin mining, China doing their thing with the exchanges, I think it's just going to bring more focus and potentially more support for the decentralization movement, which is blockchain. So, playing with fire, if you ask me, in terms of trying to get control over decentralization, doesn't work. Oxymoron. Control, decentralization. Don't fit together. So, interesting times. I mean, this is it. This is the exciting thing about being at the forefront of it. We get to ride all those ups and downs and all the hurdles, and it's fun. I like it. All the challenges that come up, the what ifs. That's what makes a market, right? Some people are going to have the exact opposite opinion to me and think this is the end of blockchain. It was a nice idea, but it's gone now. Thanks, Satoshi. It was fun while it lasted. There are going to be people who have that opinion. Matter of fact, I responded to someone who had that opinion on Facebook the other day, as I read out to you. So, you know, you've got to make your own decisions. And there's going to be a lot of pressure from old world business and old world economics and old world money and old power for the system to stay the way it is. Why wouldn't they fight for that? It works for them. They just sit their money in a bank and get kicked back for the, you know. I don't know about, Zhao's come up and said, look, I have the enthusiasm that you have, Zhao, you know that. Zhao's come up and said, let me just read that comment. He says, crypto is impossible to stop. It is driven by community. I don't like to use the word impossible, man. I think anything's possible, right? It's what our parents tell us when we're growing up. I just never stopped believing it like most adults. So, yeah, I think anything's possible, good and bad. I think it is possible that it will go because the power and the money at the moment, the money, which essentially is power and control in our society, the way we've structured it, it's with the old world, man. It's with the old thinkers. It really is. Like the 1%ers control an amazing percentage of the world's wealth. So it's going to be a battle. It's not going to be easy to convince them to give up the old way to make it fairer for everyone else. It's not going to be easy. And they control the power at the moment. They control the money. It's going to be a long battle. That's what I see it as. Because they're going to do things like Diamond did to Diamond. They're just going to figure out ways to either try and write off our technology and our economy, or they're going to try and manipulate it by coming out as respected financial advisors saying Bitcoin's a fraud and then going buying up half of Europe, half of Europe's Bitcoin. So I think we'll see practices like that continue, I've got to say. And I think the struggle for... Yeah, I don't know that he did yeah, like, it's the uncertainty, man. People fear things that aren't certain, right? That's often what causes the... Yeah, I know everyone knows he bought Bitcoin, man, but they're saying, oh, well, now he's just going to sell it because he's made 30%. You know, there's all the what-ifs. He's never actually come out and said, oh, Bitcoin's good and that's why we bought it. He's never done that. Not that I've seen, unless someone's seen it. I've got an interview coming up with him, by the way. I've nailed that interview. You should enjoy that one. Hey, Kev. Yeah, that's it, man. Look, honestly, Kev just said, my friend loves crypto and works at Chase. That's pretty cool, actually, Kev. So, you know, massive financial institution in Chase. Chase. What's the second part of that? I can't remember. Anyway, the point is that, mate, I've spoken to people in financial sectors who are fans of crypto, but I've also spoken to a lot of economists, respected economists, who can't see the flaws in their own economic system. They can't even see that it's coming to an end. I'm like, seriously, you guys studied how long at university and you can't even see the flaws in a system where money's created out of debt? Woo, there it is. Like, and the interest is never released into the economy, so the only way to pay it back is to take someone else's principal, making bankruptcy built into the system. You don't have a problem with that? Just do the figures, mate. I call them brainwashed, honestly. They've gone to these institutions of university, which I'm not bagging university. Secondary education is absolutely critical for some industries. I just think we're teaching some pretty funny stuff in terms of finance and economics because the numbers don't fit. Surely economics should be based around maths, right? So that's what cracks me up, and that's probably why I dropped out of uni more times than I can count. Because I didn't understand what I was being taught, not because I wasn't intelligent enough to grasp it, because it didn't make sense. So a lot of people call me crazy for that line of thinking. I'll wear that because the maths backs it up. Anyway, off the rant. Let's get back onto some more cryptos that are good value during this temporary bloodbath, let's call it. I mean, honestly, we'll look back on this in 3 and 5 years and you'll look at the coin prices and laugh that we were worrying about it dropping from, you know, Neo from 20 to 17, going, what's wrong? Why is it struggling so much to recover? Things like that. Perhaps Neo was a bad example because that is Chinese-based and certainly does stand to wear the brunt of the Chinese decisions most. So pick any other coin that I've talked about, Ethereum, you know, all those things. So Litecoin, obviously. Litecoin's brilliant at that price. Really, really too cheap, $47.94. Anyway, let's keep moving on. I think anonymous coins are going to do well out of this as well. I really do. Again, it's just that further going on the same principle, I guess, of why do they have complete control over all our money and that sort of thing. So I think anonymous coins will do well. Monero is one of them. It's dropped a fair bit, 6.86%, but has just started to come back in the last hour, up 2.34%. So I think anonymous coins will do well. Look at them. Lisk is quite far down, $5.44, almost 10% on the back of. I think we'll see price action around that. There's a rebranding. That's all. I'm still calling it a rumour, but no, I don't think I am calling it a rumour. It's been confirmed, hasn't it, Xiao? That Lisk are rebranding. I haven't heard of what to, and I think they'll keep that a secret. But Lisk are rebranding, right? So we know what happens with coins. Yeah, it is confirmed. Thank you, Xiao. Just wanted to double check, man. Try and get our news as accurate as we can, even though this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes. Just reminding you all of that. And please make your own decisions when you're investing in the crypto economy. So yeah, Lisk is confirmed to have a rebranding. September or October. Thanks, Xiao. Yeah, so they haven't confirmed a date, but September, October. So that's, that's, if it's a smart rebranding, historically, that has helped coins. Anshares to Neo, Darkweb to PIVX. So, yeah, if it's a smart rebranding, I think Lisk will see price action. That's my personal opinion. We'll see how we go with that. Moving down to ARK, it's at $2.80. It has retraced 7.31%. I like it. The more I read up on it, the more I like it. So, up to you. But I haven't actually bought any yet. You guys know, mate. I start looking at things and then I'll buy them 5 days later. And that's worked out well for me. Hey, Agent Smith, what's going on, man? Welcome to the convo. Sort of talking to all things China, Bitcoin exchange bans today. We're just running through the market, man. We're going to have a look at ARK, which does actually provide a solution with SmartBridge technology to what we're seeing in China with banned exchanges. This would essentially provide us the ability to have decentralized exchanges, which is pretty cool. So the more I look at ARK, the more I like it. Lots of talk around it, which I always like. Yeah, it's down. It's actually down 25% in the last 7 days. How can that be? Think. You've got a coin that is essentially going to provide, its value proposition is going to provide a solution to what China are doing, and it takes the biggest hit in the market. How does that make sense, people? So to me, it doesn't. So I'd say, yeah, Agent Smith has just said it's a good time to get in on ARK. For me, that logic makes no sense. People who are holding ARK or who have bought ARK or have sold out of ARK, most importantly, don't even know what they're selling. You go and ask 10 people what coin they've just bought, they'll tell you what the name is. Then go and ask them what the coin actually, what value proposition it provides to the crypto economy. They go, oh, I don't know, ARK, it's got a cool name, right? Man, half the people we haven't seen smart money into this space yet. We really haven't. So be aware of that and look for patterns that don't make any sense, especially when ARK have got like visible development targets being ticked off and getting more closer and closer every day on some really, really cool tech. So for me, I'm with Agent Smith on this one, and we very rarely see to eye because he's a heartless prick who invests in Ripple. Just kidding, mate. Good to see you in the chat as always. But he is a Ripple investor. So, yeah, we see eye to eye on this one. I think I'm the same, man. 25% over 7 days. That's a solid retracement for a coin that could really get up there. Stratus too far down, is it, Pete? I don't keep an eye on Stratus as much as I used to, man. I'll have to start doing that. It was one of the early ones I got into when I first got into the economy. I've got to go and do a research paper on it. I should have done that when I started this whole thing. So much easier to look back through your files and remember why you like something, what its specific value proposition was, the economies. You just have it all laid out. It's nice and easy to go back and check your notes. So I'll have to do that with Stratus. But just at the moment, taking a look at ARK, I really think that 25% down in the last 7 days. It had a massive run up. Went woo like this from like early September. It really, really gained momentum. But 25% in 7 days is a significant retracement. So if you can find some support levels there, let's remember at $2.80, I'm just calling it as figures. Yeah, you got to, Pete. Man, there's too many coins. I started just going, it's all good, I'm fish, I'll keep it all up here. You've done the same thing all my life with photos. I'm like, no, I won't take photos, I'll just keep the memories. I did the same thing with researching coins to start with, and I found it was silly. You've really got to keep those research papers, mate. You just keep a file, right? I've got a crypto file in my computer, and every time I'm going to research a coin, I bring up a Word document, start making notes, and just save it in there. At least I got something on it then, you know. I can go back and quickly check my notes. I copy and paste little bits out of the white paper that I see as important and things like that. It's really handy. Just help build a file, you know, of researched coins. Yeah, but ARK I like. The more I look at it, the more I like it. They've got some really, really 8 second, I think it's 8 second block time. That's quick. That's quick. And scalability. They've thought about scalability, right? So they can actually increase that speed going forward. They've got staking, proof of stake. So it's pretty interesting. Really interesting coin. I'd like to do a bigger wrap up on it because I think it's worthwhile. Yeah, I can share the notes, man. For sure, John Doe. Not a problem. We'll set that up on the... you know what we could even do is... I don't know, we'll figure it out. Like, you guys are all pretty good with the tech. We can just make a collaborative thing. So it's just like a point, like what I do with my notes. I just make good points, just the key value propositions of that thing that I'd really want to remember if I look back at it at a glance. So we can do that, John Doe. I can share those research papers, man. I've got no problem doing that. Like a fish notes instead of a cliff notes. You like how I put fish on everything? I had the fish and Archie sequence yesterday. Now it's fish notes. Fishy leaks. Fits with everything. Yeah, so let's do fish notes. I don't know how we're going to do that within our social media groups, but you guys are the tech guys. If you guys can figure if we put a channel on, maybe that's a good idea. If we put like a side channel and just put, you know, on our Discord group, we can put like research papers or whatever. And then all you do is you load up the Word document and you just title it like whatever coin you've looked at. And that way people can go through. We might even be able to look at a way of, I don't know, like keeping them in alphabetical order or something that's going to make it heaps easier. That's cool though. I mean, we're all doing the research anyway, right? And if you're not taking notes, you probably should be. And if you do, that means we can all benefit off those notes. So that's what I'm thinking. Thanks for the fish emojis there, Agent Smith. I don't know how to do emojis. I always feel like doing one. Is there like a little dude going, I want one of those emojis? Doing the big sharkers, double-handed. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so ARC we'll get back to and have a touch more of a look at. Oh, there it is, the shaka. Yeah, sweet. No, I want like an actual dude sticking his tongue out with a backwards cap and a big beard. Yeah, we'll have a bit more of a look at ARC once we've gone through the rest of the market. Steam's at $1.02, too cheap. Too cheap. I know people who are just starting to get onto the platform now and start using it. So I've got to believe that the user... Hey, CryptoK. Pretty good run up on Vertcoin, man. Stoked about that, eh? We did well on that one. Oh yeah, I jumped back into PIVX this morning as well, as you saw on the Discord group. Now I'm going to say PIVX is a better value proposition, brother. Not better value proposition, just like... You know how we were discussing the other day about what the best buy is at the time? Now I'm going to say PIVX well over Vertcoin at the moment. I agree, man. I agree. I'm not... CryptoK is predicting a $2 price point for Vertcoin. I don't think he's out of line there. I think it's excellent technology. They've tried that, well, I forget the name of it, but you know, the thing with Litecoin, phantom swaps or whatever they're called. Terminology has never been my thing. Yeah, so Vertcoin, to me, they always had really good tech, right? So CryptoK is suggesting that he's going to sell some off at $1.95. Very smart, mate, right before that $2 psychological resistance. Very clever. You know what happens. It can crash straight through that and keep going. But I think if you're going to get a bounce, that's a solid place to look, right? Atomic swaps, thank you. Phantom swaps. Thank you, Agent Smith. Yeah, so they trialled that, worked well. So Vertcoin to me is good tech, good community. Undervalued coin, and I don't often say that in this economy because I think a lot of them are overvalued for the stage of the development, if I'm being honest. Not for potential, just for stage of development. So I actually think Vertcoin's probably undervalued, even with the price run up it's had. Usually when it breaks, it goes up at least another 10%. Yeah, that's an interesting pattern. I haven't had a look for that one, so we'll keep an eye on that, man. Yeah, it's been pretty volatile. It's the low market cap coin still, really. I mean, yeah, it's playable. Let's say manipulatable. It certainly is. Most of these coins are. The market caps are nowhere near high enough to be protected from even individuals who've got a bit of individual wealth manipulating the markets. It really doesn't take a lot to do it. It's not like you need 25 million to do it. How do I get the wrench? I have no idea what you're talking about, CryptoK. I'm going to keep moving on. I'll catch up with the rest of that chart soon. CryptoK said Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, righto, mate. I don't know terminology that well. You know that. Alright, where are we up to? Where's my coin market cap? There it is. Sorry, I lose my tabs sometimes. Alright, so let's keep moving down. Steam too cheap, I said. What else have we been keeping an eye on? 10X has dropped all the way to $1.63. Has anyone... Agent Smith. Has anyone got any idea at all why 10X should be at $1.63? Because I'd like to hear it. That seems cheap to me. 10X is killing you? Yeah. I took it down on it around the $2 mark, man. I hit it again at $1.80. FUD, Agent Smith says. CryptoK says the same thing. I agree. And the thing is, you know what it is? This is the way it works, right? This is how market psychology works. The smart investors are usually the bigger investors as well. So what they'll do is they would have received this note saying, hey, you're not getting your credit card until November. The minute they received that in the mail or email or whatever it was that went out, I'm the same, Agent Smith. So the minute that went out, that guy would have gone, right, early market lead, this is going to cause price action down. So he dumps his share, dumps his stock. And that it causes a cascading effect, right? So people see the price going down, they get their own letters, they see it's a bigger issue than... It's a 2-month wait. It's not... I think it's 6 weeks. It's not even a 2-month wait for credit cards. And people are acting like it's the end of the company. It's insanity, in my opinion. So yeah, I see 10x as great buying today at $1.63. Make your own decisions, but far out. I've waited longer on hold to speak to the tax department. To any government department for that matter. No, I haven't ordered the card. I want to go over. I'm going to fly over. I said I was going to. I'm going to fly over and see him. Talk to him about getting a card for me and the team. I like the 10x platform. I haven't lost faith in it. I'll buy more. I've taken some profit on some coins. I might cycle that back into 10x today. See what happens. That's way too cheap. Way too cheap. $1.63. You've got to be kidding me. They've got 12,000 members on their Slack group. They've got a massive community behind them. I can't even get onto the Slack group at the moment, so they probably have more. They've had to put it under maintenance. What's happening with a lot of the Slack groups at the moment, guys? Just a little thing to be careful for. Yeah, I agree, Agent Smith. Look at 2 years, look 3 years, look 5 years. And tell me 10x will still be at $1.63 a coin. Don't think so. I could be wrong. Please make your own decisions. I forget where I was going off on the side there, but 10x for me, good long-term holding. I just don't... I think if they're going to have 1 million users by the end of next year, it's just going to be worth a lot more money than that. So we'll see what happens. See what happens in that space. But my point is I think there's just a massive overreaction to... there's been no bad news. There's been delay of the cards coming out for 6 weeks or something. Who cares? Like I said, it's just not that big a deal. I don't think so anyway. I think the market's fearing. Yeah, sorry, that's what I was getting at. It causes that cascade effect where people see it going down and they just want to jump off ship. They don't even know why. They probably haven't even read headlines. They probably don't even know about the credit card. And it's all this smart guy just realising that, the compound effect of his dumping his shares when he's one of the whales will cause panic selling and more people to get the letter. He knows the price action's coming, right? So he just says, it might not be justified, but I know how mass psychology works. So I'll just dump now and wait for the rest of the idiots to dump as well, and then I'll buy it back half the price. That to me is probably a pretty crude explanation of mass psychology, but that's what they're smart at. We always say it, buy the rumour, sell the fact, right? And that doesn't mean buy. That means that we're trading on the rumour, and that's when we make our decision to buy or sell. Let's have a look what Jao said. There's some interesting stuff coming through on 10x here in the convo. Yeah, I do as well, Jao. Oh, did ya? Crypto K? Yes! Crypto K show coming soon. I want to talk to you, man. I'll private message you over at Discord. I want to talk to you about that. So that's sick. Good on you, man. You're a very, very, very knowledgeable crypto investor, and I think we're all going to benefit from having you on YouTube. So looking forward to it, man. Well done. The guys in the group are pretty good with that stuff. If you get stuck setting anything up, or man, if you want the idiot's guide for getting started on YouTube, I can help you out with that too, Crypto K. So just let us know, man, if you need anything from our end. We'll get you on. It gives me an hour where I can sit back and listen to someone else talk about it. NZ Street Beats, no joke. Kiwi boy in the house. Or lady, sorry. It's not clear from the name alone. But welcome. Welcome. Yeah, we'll do that, Crypto K. We'll have a chat. See what we can do. Maybe we can do interviews and stuff with each other. It'll be fun. So, Oh yeah, do you make beats, New Zealand street beats? Because I write raps. And I need to sample that I Love It song by Hilltop Hoods and Sia. Because A-Dog's waiting for his rap. I know that makes no sense to you, but... Oh, do you produce Agent Smith? So does my cousin, but he's busy. So, cousin Fish saying, can I get in the studio and do some crypto raps? He's just like, well, I'm doing real work, mate. Oh, cool. So, yeah, NC Street Beats makes beats. Anywhere we can hear them, man? Do you want to... I know my chat's funny, so it doesn't always let you drop links in, but... yeah, if you want to drop a link in, you're welcome to where we can listen to your music. Yeah, do I know what wake surfing is? Yes, I do. Crypto car. I used to do a fair bit of it myself. Like riding behind a boat with a surfboard or a bodyboard or a wakeboard. Yeah, I've done a fair bit of mainly what we call what's it called? Scurfing. So skiing, surfing. So we do it on a surfboard. We use the wake as the actual wave and do our tricks off of there. But I do know some. Oh, that's what you do in Texas. Yeah, cool, man. Cool. You want me to rap now? Is that for now, John Doe, or you just want me to write one for you? I love writing them. It's like my creative time. I get in there and enjoy it. Not now. Okay. Good. Next song. Yeah, I got heaps of them. I got heaps of rap songs that I've written. I only started like 2 months ago. Used to play guitar and piano and that all my life, but rap is a new thing for me. Anyway, we've diverted from cryptocurrency again. Anyway, New Zealand Street Beats dropped in for the convo. Might go check out and see if I can find some of her music later on. So, fresh fish. Yeah, that's the Fresh Prince of crypto. You like that one, John Doe? Oh, on SoundCloud. Cool. New Zealand NZ Street Beats is on SoundCloud. Is it the same handle, bro? Same handle on SoundCloud for anyone who wants to check you out? I assume it is. If it is, it's get over there and check it out on SoundCloud. I'll do that myself. Don't mind my brothers and sisters from across the Dutch. How's my Kiwi accent going? Sorry, man. You can give me as much shit as you like about the Aussie accent. I'm trying to figure out a good way to trade crypto here in New Zealand. Cryptopia's not bad, man. Cryptopia's about a New Zealand-based exchange. Bittrex is available in New Zealand. You guys don't have any regulations, same as us in Oz. There's nothing stopping you trading. So you're welcome to go into Bittrex. I find Bittrex pretty reliable and has a good selection of coins. Cryptopia, the trade volumes are a little low, so you don't always get the change. The actual exchanges, the trades. So I prefer something like Bittrex. I saw that BitHub's taken over as #1 though. Ethercept, you liked it, did ya? Yeah, man, I do a lot of raps. I'm writing one for A-Dog. Well, I've written one for A-Dog. A-Dog's got the lyrics for it. The young fella, the 12-year-old, who always goes nuts at YouTube. I'm a fan of his. He's funny. So, anyway, I wrote a rap for him and his crew, and I'm going to let him edit it. I've just got to put together I can take the music in 2 seconds in terms of the vocals. It doesn't take me long. But I've just got to get the actual, the backing music to go with it. And then A-Dog will run that, his professional edit on it. He's good at 12 years old. He's got some mad skills, on editing and that. Makes his own little videos on YouTube. He's got 3 times as many subscribers as me. Oh, yeah, man. Well, welcome, New Zealand Street Beats. You're not alone, man. There is actually a guy from New Zealand reporting on crypto. I've seen a couple of his videos. Navcoin, brother. Navcoin. Have a look at Navcoin. That's a New Zealand blockchain-based project. And I like it, man. Good community behind it. Solid coin. You can help with instrumentals. Cool, John Doe. Sweet, man. Guys, just private message me over it if you want to work on that. Because I got to do instrumentals. An instrumental for that A-Dog song would be sick. Because then I can lay down the track in half an hour, no problem. We send that with the instrumental to A-Dog and say, go nuts, mate. Edit the video. Because he's really eager to do that. Yeah, you can join our Discord group, New Zealand Street Beats. We talk crypto over there, man. We've been what we think is going to be we have been successful so far. We picked Lisk at $2 and $2.60. Vertcoin we got as low as 60 cents. We have an investment discussion group is what we do over there. So we talk about the different cryptos and which one's going to be the best for short-term, long-term. We prefer long-term view in our discussion groups. But that's all it is a discussion group. Everyone brings in a bit of research and says yes or no, I like this one. We never agree. Pretty much we never all agreed. Well, we did. We all agreed on the Icon ICO, which sold out in 4 hours, 6 hours. And our group coordinated so that we're all together ready to go. And we got in on that ICO, brother. We nailed it and it sold out. So we're pretty... yeah, that's cool, man. You don't have to like start Discord. There's a link there. You literally just sign in. That's all you do. You're part of the group then. You're welcome to just view the discussion if you want to. That's not a problem. It's just a place where we can... it's kind of like our safe place. There's a lot of people who go pretty crazy in crypto and they'll tear you down for any... Especially if you have an alternate view to what's popular. You can get chewed out pretty quickly. So ours is more of a safe place that allows you to have any opinion that you want on any crypto, including PIVX, which I work for. By the way, New Zealand Street Beats, I want to make that clear. You'll often hear me talking about PIVX. Mate, I work for PIVX. So I should say with PIVX. They always get angry at me when I say for. I work with PIVX, so please make your own decisions whenever you're trading any coin, and that includes PIVX. But Navcoin, man, that's a cool one for the New Zealand crew. New Zealand-based blockchain project, so you can probably go knock on the door and see what the developers are doing for yourself. But really good community base behind it, and I love their merchandising store. It's just clever. It's working toward mass adoption, and their big focus is on ease of use, right? So nice, easy to use wallets. I believe they're a proof of stake coin as well. They are a proof of stake coin. So you can stake Navcoin and earn residual income. Last time I checked, it was sitting around $1. I think at $1 it's pretty good buying. So please make your own decisions. But little Kiwi tip for the Kiwi bro in the house there today. PIVX is fire right now, also watching Nav. Yeah, PIVX has done alright, man. We took a bit of a retracement. Like we were hitting... Yeah, it's regained. Like I got a buy this morning, but we were looking at $4.50 plus a coin at one stage, man, not that long ago. So that's these markets though. Like the same with Julian at 10x. I was watching him the other day, and he was copping a lot of flack over the price, and he just like, I don't care about the price. I'm not looking for the price day to day. I'm looking 3 to 5 years. I'm looking at trying to get into banks. I'm looking at getting my banking license so that we can get 10x used in more countries. I'm looking at this, that, and the other. So yeah, okay. Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying goodbye. I don't think you were. It's going up, baby. Yeah, cool. Yeah, PIVX is, man, we got a good community. We got over 8,000 Slack members. We work bloody hard. We do. Long hours, man. Long hours. So we're trying real hard, you know. We got good tech. We got the proof of stake coin that allows low-level staking and masternodes. So I can go on and on about it. But I like PIVX, so I'm not going to go on the PIVX rant again. Thank you, CryptoK. Yeah, PIVX does have huge potential. Good technology, good ideology, business ideology and business practices. Real good community. Exactly, Jow. Jow's just backed me up there. Has a very good community. Exactly. Except for this fish guy. CryptoK. Yeah. No, good people behind it. That's what I like, yeah. You know I'm a fan. I'm not... Okay, let's get off PIVX, because otherwise I'll talk about it for hours. What I might do with ARK is I really want to give that a bit more dedication, because I think that's a really promising project for mine. Really promising on the back of what China has done. How does that make sense? Keep asking yourself that question. That a coin that would essentially look to overcome the problems of China putting in restrictions or bans has retraced more than just about any other coin in the top 50 this week. Doesn't make sense. And when it doesn't make sense, it's got to be opportunity, hasn't it? So I'm going to do some more research on ARK. I suggest you all do the same. And we're going to do a bit more of a chat about that tomorrow again, because I think it is worth looking at. It's just some more chat coming through there. PIVX is my smallest holding, but I do like it. Well, that's cool, CryptoK, man. I like that CryptoK is on PIVX, because CryptoK has been on good coins. Does his research. I'm constantly on Twitter and finding articles and dropping them into our Discord group. Vertcoin. Litecoin at $35. CryptoK is holding PIVX. I'm happy about that. Regardless of how much or how little, man, that's good to hear. That's awesome. Hold on to it. Stake it. Get those residuals. Yeah, exactly. It's not the exchanges, it's the fiat converter, exactly. Getting it back to CNY. But the thing is, you can do that. Like, it's roundabout and it costs you a little bit more, right? But you can still do it. You just get it back into USD or even Australian dollar and change it back into CNY. BitShares, there's a few people who are a fan of Crypto K. I've got a little bit, man. Yeah, that's what we were talking about ARC for, man. Because ARC virtually provides that value proposition of decentralized exchange, right? There's heaps of new projects, I agree. But I think ARC's been around for about a year. They've been working on it. You go and have a look at their road mapping. I'll bring it up so you can say what I'm talking about. Their roadmap's super cool because it's all in percentages and it's getting... Here it is. Roadmap. Look at all these things coming up. And it shows you how far through they are. So you got technical documentation, desktop wallet redesign. Mobile wallets are 85% complete. That's so cool. Do you guys remember what happened when PIVX mobile wallet hit the market? Our price action around that was pretty good. So let's just say there's some ICX comments there, which we're all pretty excited about. For those of us who got into that ICO, sold out, 6 hours. Crypto Wave investment crew helped each other out into that one. So there's some... Ethercept said, Icon ICX, major future profits. Fish at Johnny Crypto really helped me out in getting into Icon. Much love for you, man. Well, save the love for when we actually make some money on it, bro, but you are welcome. I think that's a solid project. And with the most recent news coming out that Korea's actually overtaken China in terms of investment dollars, if you like, let's just call it that to keep it relative. But Korea's investment capital has actually exceeded China's now. And we've just bought into the Korean Ethereum at ICO level. I think we're going to do well. I do. I'm not 100% sure, man. We could go a tenth of our money on that one. It's happened to me before. So we'll see what happens, but I think that's a good one. Really stoked. So yeah, ICX. Does anyone know what exchanges it's going on when it comes up? Yeah, for sure, Crypto K. We'll do joint shows and interviews and all sorts of things, man. It's more fun together. That's the whole point. Like, right, that to me is the essence of blockchain right there, is we move forward as one, right? Not separately, not individually, not clawing for the best positions on YouTube. We work together. I believe there's a couple of people in this group who are looking to get on YouTube, and I think it'll be great. And I think we can all work together. It'll be excellent. So, yeah. That's it. We just slack for all the alts. Join the ones you want to learn about. That's what Crypto K says. So that's great advice for anyone. Like Crypto K, like we're no one special, right? We just get on the Slack groups and start causing havoc, asking questions on the general chat, contacting developers, contacting marketers. There's nothing that we do that's special. Anyone in the world is capable of doing this. They put an open invitation to their Slack groups on most coins. So that's what you got to do. You got to get out there and actively do the research yourself. Find the inside info. You can find it as easy as sitting on the general chat sometimes. Oh, thanks, Pete. Pete's been keeping an eye on the Substratum ICO. That it wasn't as popular as what we got in on Icon, but nothing will be for a long time. That was a golden gem for us. But Sub was a good one. A few of us got in on that, and Pete's just got an update on the bonus coins. So just to chuck in a side note, Sub bonus is distributed by the 24th. 300 million Sub being burned ahead of the exchange release, and it sounds like it'll be shortly after the 24th. That's great. Yeah, I can speak after the live streams. Yeah, just give me 5 minutes, man, after the stream, because like after talking for an hour, I need a big scull of water, man. It dries my mouth out big time. So let's have a look just by messaging Charlie. Put yourself out there. Did I tell you? Oh, were you being serious about that, Crypto K? If that's legit, man, you're an influential player in the old crypto economy. Crypto K likes to joke with me a lot, so I don't know if he's being legit. Because it sounds funny, but the thing is that I've done this myself. I've got involved with cryptos before just by saying, let me in, I've got an idea. You guys know that. So, Crypto K says, did I tell you what happened? Oh, sorry, did I tell you I helped make the VTC atomic swap happen just by messaging Charlie? Put yourself out there, he says. Drink some water now, bro. Yes, exactly. Yeah, man, that's so cool, Crypto K. That's very cool, man. And you've helped two of your own investments in... Go to VTC Reddit, Crypto K is saying. So very well done, man. That's like a big pat on the back. I don't have anything to do with VTC or LTC, but it doesn't matter. We're about moving the blockchain, about crypto economy forward. Plus, I have got investments in both those coins, so well done. No, but that's the thing. Crypto K just put himself out there. Charlie Lee, he's just messaged him and said, how about this? So there you go. He connected both the VTC head development and Charlie, and I'm making similar connections. Well, not so much in the dev world. Crypto K, I'm making probably more for the marketing side of things with my background as a bodyboarder, the ex-captain of Australia. I do it more in the sporting and music industry, but I am making those connections with projects and athletes and musicians and things like that who might be seen as good for marketing. So yeah, Crypto K is just clarifying he's not the only reason, but he was just part of it. He's in there sort of doing his thing. So well done to Crypto K. Can't wait to have you on YouTube, bro. How long? Let's get you set up. I want you streaming by this afternoon, so I've got something to watch. They did one atomic swap with another coin before, I think, right? Yeah. So there's some good stuff going on. That's the point, though. You look for these coins that are continued to being developed and thinking. And to me, strategic alliances are smart. We're not competing. Like, I keep going back to John Nash, right? It's not just do what's best for yourself. It's do what's best for yourself and the group, right? And that's economics. That's economics and it's been proven mathematically. So we are in the future economy. We are in the early stages of the future economy, and we need to think like that. It's not just for self, it's for self and the group. So, she will, Crypto K. Crypto K says, my wife thinks I'm an idiot for trying to do this. Man, I got to tell you, it takes a bit of getting used to. So, being in front of the camera. If you guys go and, I don't know if it's online, but if you go and look at the interview I took after winning national titles, I had no idea what I was doing. I've been reclusive my whole life. I don't need to be in front of cameras. Thank you very much. And now here I am. But it takes some getting used to. You're going to feel real uncomfortable and nervous to start with just talking to a video camera. But you do get used to it. And that's funny. Crypto K says, I work for a Fortune 80 company and this hobby is taking over. Yeah, it happened for me as well, man. Happened for me. This crypto takes up far more of my time than anything else at the moment. Far more. 16 hours of my day just about. So, yeah, it's an interesting space, but I think it's worth it, man. I always try and move my time. I have, through my whole career, is where it's going to work best for me. And I believe that my time's going to work best for me and be most appreciated and most well used in this space. So that's where I am. But yeah, you're gonna have some fun, man. Don't worry about that. It's good fun being on YouTube. You'll meet some people that give you a lot of crap, especially if you pick coins that get dumped, like I did early on. So you've got to, you've got to enjoy it. That's my main advice if you're getting onto YouTube. It's fun. I love hanging out with you guys for an hour every day and talking crypto. Oh well, talking everything but crypto with a crypto theme. Yeah, everyone's girlfriends are upset. Don't worry about it. Did I just say that? Do worry about it. Buy some roses, buy some chocolates. And take them home to your missus. Did you say both my girlfriends are upset? Well done. Or commiserations. I don't know, I always get so many headaches from girlfriends, I couldn't imagine having two of them. Can you buy flowers with PIVX? Yes, you can. Well, not really, but you can put it onto, we're on, come on Luke, think of the name. One of the credit cards, we're on there already. I think we're on Ubic and we're on Zappo. Zappo's the one we're definitely on. But you know, I'm going to fly over to Singapore soon and corner Julian until he puts PIVX onto 10x. So no, at the moment I don't know of any stores in particular. That's actually something I wanted to do with PIVX, is start like a store tracker showing where where PIVX, just as PIVX is accepted with no intermediary. So like you can go in with your phone, your Android wallet, and just go boom, flowers, boom, chocolate, boom, whatever you like. So I'm sort of going to start encouraging PIVX to take a look at that, because I think it's really important to show it visibly being used as real world currency. When are you going to do SG? SG. Oh, Singapore, yeah. I'm thinking in the next month, 8th of Sept. Like, one month, 6 weeks. I don't know. I'm going to try and get in contact with Julian first, because that's my main focus of going over there, would be to talk to him. And then I might head over to Sri Lanka, because it's only 4 hours from there, and just check on things in Sri Lanka, because I do have some interests over there already. So Singapore's, I usually have to go through Singapore. Well, not usually, I always go through Singapore on my way to Colombo. So for me, just to stay in Singapore a couple of days and drop in and see the 10x offices and meet Julian and the team there would be you know, he said on one of his videos, come to the offices and pick up stickers to everyone, so I'm accepting that invitation. Even if it wasn't for me specifically. I'll make a video. I'll take my GoPro. Show you all me annoying him. Oh dear, I do this to so many people. But I'm friendly, but I'm persistent as well. So anyway, I don't know, hopefully a month or so, I might duck over to Sri Lanka as well. See what's going on over there with my crew in Sri Lanka, my chans. My brother's in Sri Lanka, my chans Malay. I don't know, I never got taught names for the girls, but my sisters in Sri Lanka as well. So I might drop over there, I don't know. I got comp coming up I got to like schedule it around my competitions as well. I've got 2 comps coming up. So see what happens. But yeah, definitely soon. Definitely by the end of the year, let's say, I'll get over to Singapore. I know that's sort of more like 3 months, but it'll be within that time frame. It's cheap flights. I could literally jump on a flight in the next few hours if I wanted to. They're going all the time and head over there. But I will wait to make contact with Julian first to make sure that, well, to see if I can, you know, get more than just dropping in for stickers. I'd like to have a good hour at least to have a chat to him. So we'll see what happens in that space, but don't know. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up because I've got a lot to do today. Lot on. It's really, yeah, of course you can. You can join us in Singapore. I don't own Singapore. I don't have control over that. So yeah, you can, if you're around there, I'll let you know when I'm going. Yeah, I might hit the waves. We'll see how we go, Crypto K. It's gone onshore today, man. I got a really good surf in yesterday, so we'll see how we go. I got a lot of work on. That's what I tend to do, is like I work really hard when it's onshore and then I surf all day when it's offshore. Yeah, man. Okay, Jow. Straight after, bro. Just give me 5 minutes. I'll be over on Discord. Guys, thanks for joining in for the convo again today. We will have a bit more of an in-depth look at ARK because I want to get into the economics and really delve into that one. And that might give you an idea that I think it's a good one, because I don't waste time with coins that don't grab me straight away. You guys know that. I sort of brush over them. ARK's got me. I haven't invested yet, but it's certainly got me interested. Please make your own decisions as always. Great day for investing. Look, we'll just have a quick update and see if that market is continuing to recover over the last hour. We did see sort of good signs. Let's see what's happened. I think we're at 125. It looks pretty steady. Maybe just down a little bit since we started talking. Hey, we've had the PIVX effect today too. Looks like PIVX is up. Just having a look here on Bitrix. Yeah, it's cracked over the 8. Just a little bit, but in our hour we're up a little bit, I'm going to call it. Ah, man, my pleasure, John Doe. Thank you for all you guys sharing your time and for your research and your opinions. I get probably more out of this than anyone because I get the opinions of everyone. That gives me an idea of market sentiment, and then I get to make my decisions. So thank you all for making me a lot of money so far in the crypto space. Hope we can share it all going forward. Guys, I started off that competition too. So the rules this time are like you got to hit your buy and your sell within 7 days. And I got, I think I got it around 74,000 on PIVX this morning. So fish off to a killer start. Throwing the challenge out to everyone over on the Discord group. Yeah, see you, Pete. See you, all the regulars. Thanks for contributing. I'm out for the day. Happy investing. Always watch your buy points. And I'll catch up with you tomorrow for another crypto discussion. Peace out. End.